Hey folks, Rich Evans here. I want to talk to you today about some methods concerning ISO that I think could help many of you photographers. I want to specifically talk about photography. We've all learned that ISO generally is our enemy. ISO is something that we try to avoid high levels of, and for the most part, that is true. But there are some scenarios and cases where you can use your ISO, bumping it up, and improve your imagery, specifically, like I said, with photography. If I get a reading for my exposure, say in my ISO at 200, 250, or even 100, what I can do and what I used to do and still do is I will boost up my ISO higher, say three, four, 500, even 800, sometimes even 1,000. And what it does is it gives this illusion from the grain, very finite grain, it gives the illusion of sharp pictures, sharper pictures. And so if you're a person who struggles with how to get sharper pictures, this is a method that you can use to get sharper pictures. And some would say, well, if I bump up my ISO, now I begin to have blown out highlights, and I have issues with my lighting. So what I would do in those cases is I would make the adjustments in other areas in order to compensate for the ISO that I have lumped up for the image. So you can play around with it. I don't want to deal with your shutter. You can deal with your aperture. If you don't want to deal with your aperture, you can deal with your shutter. You can also use your EV to try to compensate for a high ISO. You should try this and you would discover, I believe, um, something that really could potentially make your images look even better. Again, I would say once you expose it properly, you bring your ISOs up, and this gives the illusion and the appearance of a sharper image because you're introducing a finite grain. And this is really true in today's photography and these cameras now, because I've been doing this for years. And so now the allowance of ISO entered into cameras are just phenomenal. So this really can help boost your imagery and give you even potentially a sharper edge. Try this out and leave us some comments below and let me know your experience.